everybody. Hold on, Jennifer. I'm sending you the link. 1 second here. All right, you should have it. All right. I had just literally logged out of a meeting and was like, I'm gonna hop on here for a little bit. Sherry, I was just thinking about you as I was working on my video. Was it your Alaska video? Hey, Controversial Cruising, and hey, Riza. Welcome in, welcome in. So yeah, I literally just got out of a meeting and was like, I'm gonna log on here for a few minutes. Oh, hold on, we got a little special friend here. Hey, hey. Let's see. Yeah, Controversial. I wasn't gonna go live, and I thought, you know what? I really need to like unload my dishwasher and do stuff around here. But you know what? Screw it. I'll do it later.
That was me. I was searching too. I'm like, I wonder if Sherry's going live, because I was thinking about going live as well.
Here I am. Hey, Scratch Master. Welcome in. Welcome in. And Z. Hello, hello, hello.
Weather girl.
Weather girl. So I have a question for everybody. I'm struggling for a topic for next week. So I need some ideas, you guys. And Jennifer, I was thinking for Saturday for Disney, maybe talking about Disney movies.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, I was thinking of that one for Saturday, but I need something for next Tuesday night.
Okay. Did you want me to stream?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I just want to ask first.
Yeah. No, stream. I probably have to get off though at probably like a little bit after 12 because I've got a meeting at 12. A little after 1. So I have a 1:30 meeting. Hey, Scrow's Nest, welcome in.
You know how it is, fourth quarter.
Oh, I know. I've been in meetings all morning. It's been nuts.
Same. And then HR is like, don't forget your evaluations are due. And I'm like, oh man. Oh no.
Yep. Everybody's prepping for fourth quarter.
Yep. Hey.
That's why I didn't know if I was going to be able to hop on here because I have literally been in back-to-back meetings all morning.
That's true.
So, and Z, I saw you were live this morning. I got to go back tonight and watch it.
I watched. I was in a meeting, so I couldn't comment and say hello. But I was watching Z work out this morning. He I guess he was playing like audio with it, and it was good.
Ooh, we finally get audio while he's working out. Normally, you can't hear him.
He was at home.
Oh, okay. I
watch. I'm not always late. Wink,
I'll go back and watch it tonight. I have a bunch of meetings this afternoon too, so I probably will not be on the YouTube streets at all today, except for right this second. Hey, Disney Cruises, Disney Vacations. Yeah, we've already kind of covered both of those. Controversial. So we've covered Disney restaurants and we've covered Disney rides. So, hey, Rob, how are you doing? Hello, hello. Oh, and Jennifer, I probably should go over to your channel and give you a thumbs up. So hold on.
I'd appreciate it.
Yeah, because that way the more thumbs up you get, the more they start what do you call it? Trending it.
Right. I didn't do all the hashtags and stuff. I was trying to do it in a hurry. Rob asked how the interview went. I'm not sure yet. But it's looking more and more likely like I'll stay on with the company I'm currently working part-time for. But hopefully soon.
Okay, there we go. And I got it streaming, so you get the watch time on it.
I know I was trying to scramble, like you said, hey Jen, and then I was like trying to mute because I was watching you. Sorry.
It's all right. All right, let me scroll on down here. Scratch and Pete. Hey, hey, hey. I did go back and watch your live from yesterday, Scratch and Pete, and I got to do the voting thing. There's a voting right now, right? For this coming one, I think. I need to go do that. I'm telling you guys, the last 2 days I have been so busy. I haven't had time really on social media. So, hey, Journey with June and Brady. Hello, hello. Welcome in.
Yeah, it's been kind of wild over here for me too. And there's a lot of channels I need to catch up on that I'm usually pretty on top of.
Should you take a cruise or land vacation to end 2023? Oh, that's a good one.
I'm going to
Well,
choose.
I'm all about either of those to end 2023. Just the word vacation.
Yes. I was looking at like some staycations, like somewhere near here. Like I saw that in South Padre Island, they just opened up the Margaritaville Resort, and that's only South Padre is only about 3 hours from us. And I
Ooh, that
thought,
would be
that'd
fun.
be fun to kind of go check out, and then that way we're not too far away. It's not Galveston, it's kind of something a little different.
That
I
would
don't
be
know.
fun.
I'd be interested, right? Like,
Yeah.
it's a brand new resort. I think it just opened like this summer. So
You should go do it. And if I were you, I'd book it soon because I have a feeling since it's Margaritaville, there's going to be demand for that. And
And then
prices are going to start
I was
going
looking
up.
at it right before, I was like, I want to say like Thursday or Friday. So yeah, I was pretty bummed about. I actually still am pretty bummed about Jimmy Buffett. I'm not gonna lie. Like I've had like a few of his songs in my head all weekend and carried on into the week.
No. They said it was a very rare form of some type of skin cancer.
That's what I heard. That's what I heard.
Yeah, I read that this morning. So then I'm like, crap, I maybe need to get me to the
Yeah, but he lived his life.
dermatologist.
I mean, like you're something is going to, there's preventables, yes, but like something in this is going to, at least he lived his life. I mean, he lived it to his fullest. I mean, there's so many days I look at things and I'm like, I live right next to the beach, but yet I go like a couple times during the year, because it's just, oh, I'll go next weekend. I'll go next weekend. And I'll
Well,
go on a cruise to a beach, but I've got
well,
one.
because I feel like when we go to the beach, it's a whole process.
It is for us
Like
too.
you got to get up early because you got to make sure you can get parking. And then you got to make sure you're taking like the world with you, right? You got to make sure
Yes.
sandwiches, you got sandwiches and snacks packed. You've got to have, your beach chairs packed, a tent like thing, like a canopy thing.
Canopy. Yep.
And
And then
you've got extra stuff to even pack because you've got a kid. So now you need the pail and the buckets and the shovels and
the
the.
ice chest, and then by the time you lug all that down to the beach, you're like, okay, I'm tired. At least
Well, you
we
probably
are.
need one of those. We ended up buying a wagon.
We
Where
have
we
one
just
too.
throw everything in the wagon and shove it down to the beach with it's got like the sand tires on it. But still to pack all that's a lot of work. And then to come home, you've got to rinse it all off because it's all full of sand. So you've got a whole process when you get home to clean it all up.
And then too, like where we are, we're like a tourist destination for Texas. So like we're in the like we live north of Corpus Christi, kind of like in the Port Aransas area. And so like getting across to the ferry and dealing with all the like vacationers, like so you got to beat the San Antonio Austin traffic, and it's so that's a whole so my favorite time of the year to start going to our local beaches is actually like a couple weeks from now, and then I love to go right until the snowbirds come, or the winter Texans. So that's like my peak time to go to the beach is like October, November, right before the
See, that's
holidays.
our fall time, like our fall festival time
Yes.
here in Florida.
Well,
Like right now is peak time for beach here. And then starting October, it's all the fall festivals, but they try to fit them all in like a month. So you
right.
have like, if you want to do fall festivals, that's when you got to do it.
Yeah. We don't have any of the cool stuff like, Disney and all that here. So
You
we just
got
have like your
SeaWorld.
local watermelon crawl type festivals.
Yeah, but you got SeaWorld and stuff like that, don't you?
Yes, and we like Fright Fest at Six Flags, and then SeaWorld. And Andrew and I, we have not been to SeaWorld. Like normally, we go to all of that at least a couple times. We haven't done that at all this year either.
Well, it's been so
We've
hot.
It's so hot, and our schedules have been a little wild. We've been on YouTube more. Just things have kind of taken up our time a little more this year.
So we've got the Bud Files in the house.
Hey,
Hello,
Bud
Bud
Files.
Files. Let's see. Let me just scroll on down. Disneyland versus Disney World. That's a good one, but neither of us have ever been to Disneyland.
No.
I can't speak for Disneyland. But that's a good one.
I'm hoping to change that though.
Hey, M74, welcome
Hey,
in. We are having a hot spell here in New York. Well, it is 90 here.
Oh, yeah.
What is it there? What's it at your place, Jennifer?
I don't know. I just walked outside and it was hot. I could see the clouds kind of forming to the north of us, so I'm like, oh, hopefully rain.
Yeah, Danny's like, you want me to go walk the dog? I'm like, sure.
I definitely think, and it's definitely in the 90s.
If you could be any Disney character, what would that be? Ooh, that's a good one.
That is a very good one.
That is a good one. I'm going to take just a picture of that so I remember. I'm not taking a, there you go. I don't have any paper in front of me. Using technology, Bill would be proud of me.
He would be proud.
Najuma Brown, hello.
Hey,
welcome
Najuma.
in. Let's see. Let me just scroll on down. Rob says, I'm doing okay, I guess, but I have a meeting I need to head off to very soon via video call. Current time is 1:50.
It throws me off.
I wish it was 1:50 here because that's closer to 5 o'clock.
Right? I know.
Let's see. I hear my work going off. I am booked on NCL Pearl. However, I saw the price for the VOS. Anyone have any comments on Vision of the Seas? Just curious.
What's Vision of the Seas?
What is that? I think is that Royal? Hold on, let me put my little cheat sheet up here. Vision of the Seas. No, that's not Royal. Oh, yes, it is. Vision class. It is Royal. Okay, so it's one of their smaller ships. It only holds 2,514 passengers. Okay. And it was built in 1998.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I've never even heard of it. Like, that's cool.
What are the ports that goes to? So it is one of their older ships. It's in there with the Rhapsody and the Grandeur. So yeah, what ports does it go to? It is a small ship though. So if you want like the old cruise type cruise, then that would be the perfect one. I would think it's more of just kind of a relaxing, not a lot of shows or not a lot of activities. It's probably more of one of those relaxing ships, and it's probably one of those that goes to really good ports.
Yeah.
We stayed in Jacksonville at the Margaritaville Resort. It was absolutely one of the nicest hotels I've ever been to.
This one looks nice too. I actually like the Margaritaville resorts. I've stayed at the one, I guess, is it Bossier City, Shreveport area, and then we visited the one in Nassau, and like they were super, like nice, pretty.
We did well, we didn't stay, but we went to the one in not Nashville, Gatlinburg. There's one in Gatlinburg. And it was really like we went and ate there and just kind of walked around. It was nice. And then the one in Nassau we walked around and we ate there too. And that one was really nice.
Yeah. When I looked late last week, it was about $200 a night, which is, I mean, it's Padre, so South Padre.
Probably average for Margaritaville though.
Right. I didn't think it was bad. I mean,
Go book it.
No, I gotta talk to Andrew.
Yeah, I would book it. Hey, Nancy B, the Scratcher. Hey, hey.
Hey.
Let's see. Update. I'm headed home Thursday as I need to be back here Friday, but then a few weeks later, I'm off to New York for work as I'm having with HQ just before the cruise. Just fly. Wow, you're going to be a busy bee
That is
there, Rob.
busy. Working with headquarters and then just right before your cruise.
Yeah,
Ooh,
that's
it's gonna
busy.
be fun.
But then you know what? That makes your cruise even more fun because it will
Right.
be relaxing. Nancy B says Minnie Mouse. I like Minnie Mouse, Nancy B. Yes, I do. I can speak for DL. I've been to DW and DL. Me personally, I prefer DW.
Disney World.
I've heard that a lot.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot of people like Disney World better, and Disney World is bigger than Disneyland.
Right.
So
But but Disneyland has that Marvel universe, so I have to go check that out. I really want to go check that out.
I do want to go though to Disneyland. I've never been, so I think it would be awesome to. Well, we were going to do it when we did our Seattle, Alaska trip. We were going to do it because at first, when we were checking flights, we had a layover in Vegas. I mean, Los Angeles. But the thing is to spend all that money to be there for a day. I would rather go where I'm there for a couple of days
Right.
and really enjoy it. So it was then too rushed.
Right.
And we were already missing enough work. So it wasn't like I wanted to add more onto the trip and more money. Because our hotels there are expensive.
Yes, they're very expensive. And we were looking at the same thing when we were going to go on the Hawaii cruise. We were going to like fly in a day early, go to Disneyland. Because, I figure we could hit the highlights. I mean, we've done some of the similar rides. We can kind of skip that, But we canceled that trip. So now I'm like, okay, how can we make that work? We'll figure it out. There's always more vacations than money and time. So
I know. I know. Hey.
Lots on my bucket list.
The weather is bad in Georgia. Ooh, what's going on in Georgia? The storm's gone by now. I wonder what's going on up there. Oh, hey, Jennifer.
Yes.
What are we going to do Friday for this? What time are we going to do the
I'm open. Whatever y'all want to do.
I woke up. You're probably like, what the heck is going on this morning? I woke up at like 4 a.m. and I was pinging you and Clock because I figured Clock was already up going to work. So I was like, let's just start talking about Friday and the meet and greet. So I'm like pinging, going back and forth with Clock.
Well, after 5 o'clock Central Time, because it seems like my Fridays, even like last 2 or 3 Fridays where I've tried to plan something with you, it seems like I'm rushing to get. It's like everything drops on me like around 11 a.m. on Friday, and 10 a.m. I'm like, yeah, I'm good. Let's meet at this time, and then it's like as soon as I say that, there's tons of emails coming in. So I'm just gonna say maybe after 5 o'clock Central Time, it's 6 o'clock your time.
So that would be 6 Eastern. So
yeah,
maybe we'll schedule it for 6 o'clock Eastern time.
That sounds good. I should be off.
Yeah. And then we were going to cut the questions. So we got to talk about that. But we can take that offline. But after this, I'll respond back to him and have him start getting it organized for 6 o'clock. I don't
even on Saturday night, I know Travel and Check and I have a live at 9, but maybe we can, if he's okay with it, we can move that around too if you want Saturday. But
well, I have plans Saturday night.
That's what I thought. Okay.
And then I thought you had plans, but you'll be back by then?
I kind of have plans, but yeah, I can be flexible.
Yeah, I have plans. I might be back by then, but I don't want to commit to that in case I'm not. So I'm just going to dinner at 6:30. I think our reservation is. We should be back by then, but I don't want to commit to that in case we're not.
Okay.
So I'll just tell him to go on and schedule it for Friday at 6 Eastern, and then we can take it offline on the questions and stuff.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah, and originally Darian was supposed to be here Friday night, but I told him I'd have to reschedule because we've got to get this done. So
Okay.
12:27 p.m. in Georgia.
It's 11:35 here.
It's 12:35 here in Florida.
Yeah.
It's in the 90s here, and we have humidity. Girl, you don't know what humidity is until you come to Florida. It's so bad. I mean, like a month ago when we were on those heat advisories, you would just open your front door and you would just feel a whiff of the humidity right in your face. Like you were
That's how it was when I just walked out. Like my glasses all fogged up, and it was like my door stays kind of humid, you know, because of the condensation from the air conditioning in the house. And
it's like you're walking into a sauna.
Yep.
The minute you open the door, it's like, woo!
It's rough.
Yeah. Minnie Mouse, the Mickey is a stud. That Mickey is a stud. Yeah. Yes, Royal. Yep, it was Royal. So, Jennifer, before I quit going down this list, what oh, my face is really hot now. So I looked at my watch hours. Girl, I lost like 5 hours last night. I feel like every time I go up, it crashes.
That's us. That's us. Like we're losing.
I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like looking because I took a picture of it a few days ago, and I went back. I'm like, wasn't I already at this like a few days ago? And I went back and looked, and I'm like, oh, I lost a bunch of hours last night.
That's us too. Like we were, because at this time last year we were posting our dream series. We had just gotten off the Carnival Dream last summer, and so we're getting hit hard with watch hours right now. Like I don't know. I had a plan, but let's just see if I can make it.
Everybody in the chat, if you have a spare 30 minutes to run 1 or 2 videos of each of ours, we would greatly appreciate it. Give us some watch hours. That would be awesome.
I was at my mom.
I looked at that this morning and I was like, wasn't I here a few days ago?
I was at my mom's house yesterday, and I was watching y'all kind of on the phone. I was, you know, when my mom would go outside, she went to took Chloe to go get the mail, whatever. And so I had y'all playing on my phone, but I had turned on her TV and had y'all on her TV. And then I was like, hey, Mom, did you see you're in these videos of the Carnival Dream in May. So I played them for her. She hadn't seen them because my mom's just not tech savvy. So she was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I was just like, oh, where did these hours go? So yeah, I must have had a big dip in some video.
Yeah,
it's kind of old. It's old. And it's old.
1998. NSYNC was the band of the year when that ship came out.
You'd be lucky if you have an atrium on that ship. But what were the ports? What ports does it go to? That's key. So yeah. When you're picking out, oh wait, baby, you gotta break that in half. I don't want him to choke on it.
He's not choking.
All right. I'm sorry. Just giving the dog a treat. So there's a couple things, Em. Do you want this cruise for the actual cruise, right? Or do you want it for the ports? Or do you want it for the activities? So that's what you got to decide. If it's an old ship and you don't mind an old ship, but it's excellent ports, then maybe that is something you want to do. So, and I don't know anything about, what would she say the other one was? The Pearl?
The Pearl. I think it's
don't
newer.
know anything about that
NCL's going to be newer.
Yeah, I don't know.
So what were you into in 1998? Because I just did the math real quick. I was 11. So, I was probably into like going to the mall and, I remember.
You were only 11 in 1998?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I felt old.
I was 11. So, like Backstreet Boys and Britney Spears, probably Dawson's Creek were on my posters on my wall when that ship came out.
Mine was Saved by the Bell back then, but wow. I feel old.
No, that was not the point. That was the, like,
1998, I was like graduating college. Oh my God, I feel old.
no, you're not. No, there's no way.
Yeah, girl, I graduated
No,
college in 1998.
there's no way.
Yeah. I'm aging myself on here, you guys.
No.
Yeah. So anyhow, yeah, you got to decide what you want that cruise for because I don't know. I don't know what the ports are that it goes to, or
She
even how long it is. Do you want to be stuck on a tiny ship for 30 days, or is it only like 4 days or 7 days? Like I don't know.
she wrote further down. Wow, I'll just stick with NCL Pearl. I get it.
Crow's Nest, 92 degrees, 22% humidity in Tucson. Humidity going
Wow.
up means possibility of rain.
Well, I hope y'all get some rain, but not too much.
Yeah.
Hey, Betty. Oh, I'm ahead of you.
Hey,
Tiffany.
Canadian Family Life, Tiffany. Go watch, you guys. If you haven't watched it yet, go watch. She posted a video yesterday of some sausage and macaroni and cheese. Looked amazing. Now I want that. So go watch it if you haven't
And they were
seen
celebrating her husband's birthday, and
yeah, I gotta go back and watch that. I'm so
yeah,
behind you guys
been
in
doing
YouTube.
some fun celebrations over there at Canadian Family Life.
You can come cook for me over here.
1,600 subscribers. Husband's birthday. I was like, wow.
And she got all her watch hours. You need to you need to give us some of your hours.
One day that would be us. One day that'll be us. We'll be there soon.
Thank you for your ideas and info. Oh, you're welcome. Hey, Traveling Check. Welcome in.
He's probably at work watching.
Shh, we don't do that.
Secret.
I love Vegas. Girl, so do we.
Me too.
We love Vegas too. That would be a good getaway for a long weekend. I could do that.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of Vegas, you guys, you got to go buy a Powerball ticket. Nobody won, and today's Wednesday, right? Is today Wednesday?
Yes.
So it is up to $461 million tonight.
I could use that.
So yeah, I could use that too, and then I could really go to Vegas. So I need to go get me a Powerball. That's going to be on my list right after work today. Is go get me a ticket. So reminder.
I haven't been to Vegas this year either. There's so many things I haven't done this year. Getting laid off really messed up my plans.
You know what? I didn't know. My friend told me yesterday that they're knocking the Mirage down and putting a Hard Rock there. Did you know that?
I did actually. When we were there in November, they had just kind of announced it, and they were kind of closing stuff down over there.
Why did they get rid of that whole little show in the front, though? That was
the
like
volcano. Yeah, I think it's gone. I think it's gone.
That's awful.
I know. I remember like old Vegas. Well, not really old Vegas, but like I remember going as a teenager, and they had the pirate show and then the volcano show like right next to each other. I mean, my brother and I, we were, younger teens at the time when we went. And I remember just kind of like, the pirate show was a lot of fun and it was cool. And then we would go watch the volcano and we were like, man, Vegas is the coolest place ever. And it wasn't even about the gambling or anything. It was just the pyrotechnic show.
And the food used to be cheap. The buffets used to be cheap. And it had a lot of the older hotels. And now I just feel like it's getting too commercialized.
It is. It is. It's.
You used to be able to go get a buffet there for like $12, $15. Now forget it. You're looking at like $60 and higher for the freaking buffet.
Even Fremont Street, when I was there last year, I felt like it's becoming commercialized. Like that's what I loved about Fremont Street was that old, not old, but like that. I guess because you're a tourist if you say old Vegas, but like I love that like classic Vegas look, and then and I miss like mermaids and the oh, what is it called? The Bayou. You know, you could get those footballs and they were cheap. And like you get the nickel still, and they had like the cheap, like Mermaids had like all kinds of food for like 99 cents, $1, $2. And
And
man,
the
it was
penny
so much
machine
fun.
would be a legit penny. You'd put your little penny in
Yeah.
there.
Like that was like cool. It was, and now, now they've got with the Circa there and it's, they got all these bars. It's just changed. And again, I probably sound old right here too, being like back in the day, but I mean it was cool.
Yeah,
Tell,
I just
tell
feel
us in the
like
comments if you liked the Vegas, like about
the
the
old
20
school
years
Vegas.
ago Vegas.
But I just feel like it's getting too. And my friend was telling me they were knocking something else down too, and I was like, what? I'm like,
Yeah,
why are
I
they
think they're
doing
taking
this?
Valleys and they're changing it into something, into like
Mhm.
a stadium.
Maybe now because they have the football team. Maybe that's part of it. They're trying to. I don't know. I had no
Yeah.
idea.
Yes, June and Brady. Like Mermaids was the best. I mean, it was such a cool hotel. Like, I mean, it was a hotel, but a cool casino. Like it was. I mean, it was just like that. Like I said, we had a good time in there. I think Andrew and I. And you would give a good tip to the servers, and they were there all night, and they were quick with the service. Now, like the last
Mhm.
couple times I've been to Vegas, like you're sitting there and you're waiting like 30 minutes goes by and you haven't even seen a server, and then you finally see one, and then it's like another 30 minutes to 45 minutes before you get your drink, and by then I've already lost $200, and I might as well just walk down to whatever and got a drink.
But at least they still have the free drinks in the casino. They don't do that here
Yeah, but the
at the
service
casino.
is, I mean,
But it is slow. Most of
it's
the hotels now, it's
It's
slow.
very slow, and I understand, like, you got liquor laws, you've got people who,
Mhm.
can't be responsible, I get it, but I'm just saying, like, I miss the I miss it when, you throw a 20 in and they're, like, right there with your drink. Days. But
Thunderstorms, still dark here. Oh, I
I
wish
hope you
we'd
stay
get
safe,
some
Nancy.
rain. Yeah, stay safe. You can bring some this way. Our 33rd anniversary is Friday. Well,
Oh, happy anniversary.
congratulations. Happy anniversary. That's how it is here. The heat hits torn right away. I know, y'all, I'm ready for fall weather. I'm ready for my pumpkin lattes and a blanket and a sweater.
I am too. I was just looking at, like, I've scheduled Chloe's fall pictures, and I'm like looking at all these like cute fall outfits, and I'm like, well, or it may be like 95 and she's sweating. I'm not sure which. I have to have options here.
Let's see. 93 in northern. See, I thought right after Labor Day, it's supposed to cool off, especially, I mean, not for us, but
Not
the
for us.
north, like the northeast and stuff. It doesn't sound like it. I thought it started to cool off like right around then.
This is where second summer starts.
Second summer. We'll just stick to the NCL Pearl. I don't know anything about the Pearl, so don't blame me too. I was on the Dawn in 2019. That ship was okay. Well, the Dawn's old too.
Oh, is it?
I think so. I think the Dawn is an older ship. I think the Dawn used to go out of Tampa over here, which
I mean,
means
not,
it's
not
small if it goes out of Tampa. Controversial. I was 10 in 1998. Y'all are aging
we're
me.
the same. We're the same age. Or
Goodness.
I think he's right between Andrew and I, like, because Andrew would have been 9 in '98.
I'm old.
No, you're not.
I could be your mother. My daughter is 35.
Was close to where I'm at. Oh,
Well, hello, Miss Betty. I
Miss
didn't see
Betty.
your live today either.
I did.
Hopefully,
They had a great
hopefully.
topic.
Oh, I have to go back and watch. I did rewatch her live from Monday, yesterday, I think. Let's see. That was Sunday. Everybody saying hi to Betty. I got 1,400 hours to go.
Right
For
there with you.
3,000 hours or 4,000 hours?
Oh, that's a good question.
What do you got 1,400 hours to go? To what?
Yeah, 3,000 or 4,000.
So they stay at the Bellagio.
Oh, that's a
I've
pretty
never
hotel.
stayed there. I've stayed at the MGM Grand, and I've stayed at the Flamingo, and I've stayed at Treasure Island. Those are the 3 places I've stayed in Vegas. Where have you stayed, Jennifer?
Ooh, I've stayed at, well, when I was younger, Circus. I don't recommend. MGM Park. I've stayed at the old It was Hooters. I've stayed at Luxor. I've stayed at Four Queens, and what's the one across from it? Is it Fremont? I've stayed at that one twice. I've stayed at the Wynn.
Ooh,
That was
that's
cool.
nice. The
That
Wynn
was
looks
real
nice.
cool. Yeah. That was we had like Jarvis in our hotel. We'd be like, shades open, and it would like open. It was cool. There was TV, and like there was like a marble tub and then like a shower, and it had like this waterfall thing
Oh, I
going
bet
on.
that hotel looks
Oh yeah,
really
it
nice.
was real cool. That
And
was
they had a brunch there that looked really good too.
yeah. And that so stayed, and then we stayed at Treasure Island this last time.
I stayed at Treasure Island because I was there for a conference, and the conference was across the street at the Venetian. Is that what's across the street?
Yep.
Yeah. And it was already booked by the time my work booked it, so I had to stay across at the Treasure Island. But Treasure Island was nice.
It's nice. That's where we just stayed for Andrew's mom's wedding last November.
And it's centrally located, so it was in a perfect location. Yeah. And MGM was nice. And if you've never been to Vegas, they have like every hotel has a theme to it. So even if you don't gamble, there's lots to do. You can walk around and go in each of the hotels and look at all their themes. You could go to different shows. There's shows all over the place. So there's lots to do without. If you go in the summer, a lot of the hotels have like huge pool parties and stuff like that. So there's a lot to do without having to gamble.
Yes, or even drink. I mean, you can get water, all that too.
So Scrow's Nest, everybody saying hi to Betty. Just Cody, what came in? Hello, Just Cody. Hey. We stay downtown at the Four Queens. I've never even heard of Four Queens till Jennifer just said it.
Oh yeah, it's nice. Well, it's not nice, but it's usually pretty reasonable, and it's nice for the price, I will say. I mean,
what's
it's not
the one that's all the way? What's the one that's all the way at the end that has the Titanic exhibit in it?
Mandalay Bay.
Is that it? We almost stayed there.
I've stayed at the one with all the lights too at the end of Fremont. The Weeknd filmed his video there. It's got all the lights.
I don't know. I've never stayed in Fremont.
The Plaza. I've stayed there a couple times too, because it's usually pretty reasonable, and it's at the end of Fremont Street, so you can kind of lurk and see all the fun happenings, but you don't have to be in the mix.
Okay. 1988, I graduated junior high school, and now my junior high is middle school. Aww. Yeah, we didn't have junior high at all here. Ours has always been middle school.
Really? We had junior high, like 7th and 8th grade.
Ours has always been called middle school. Isn't it the same thing though, really? Or is it different?
Yeah,
so our middle school is 6th to 8th grade. 6th, 7th, and 8th.
No, we have like middle school, which is like 6th and 5th and 6th, and then you have junior high, which is 7th and 8th, and then you have high school, which is 9th through 12th.
Oh, so there is a difference. Yeah, we didn't have that. So our elementary was K through 5, and then middle was 6 to 8, and then high school was 9 to 12.
That's what Andrew was telling me. I think when he went and showed me like some of the schools he went to when he was a kid when we were there this last time. And he was talking about it, and I was like, what? Y'all don't have like, it was different. It's interesting to me to hear the differences of like the school, like the age, ranges for schooling.
And when you talk about junior high, you got this really gonna age me. Did you read those books back in the day, the Sweet Valley High, whatever it was called? That reminds me of junior
I
high.
think
But
so. Like, where they like, I remember this one series where the girl like went to her aunt's in California,
yeah, I think that
for
was
the
it.
summer. I think it's it. And like, yeah, I think so. I remember I loved those.
Back when I used to read and had time to read.
Yeah.
So they're saying Mermaid was their favorite casino.
I mean, it was good. Walk in
Hmm.
and get a Mardi Gras bead, and
There was one casino that's not on the strip, the Rio.
yes, that's the one
They
Bill
have
talks about.
what?
That's the one Bill talks about where he won in his picture.
Oh yeah. But they had the best buffet.
Really?
But they charge you extra now for the seafood. It used to all be just one buffet. But now you have to pay extra to get a wristband to do the seafood side. But the seafood had just mounds of crab legs. I mean, I could have been there all day. It had shrimp, it had lobster, it had, you name it, that buffet was huge. They had everything. But now it's probably crazy
That's
expensive.
like, it's funny. You kind of judge casinos by their buffets. Like when we would go to Shreveport, we would always stay at Boomtown because they would always give us like the cheapest, like we would stay for free. And then they always had really cool prizes. Like I actually, when I was moving out and moving into my own apartment, like all of my appliances, like your mixers and stuff, all came from the casino. I'm not even going to lie about it. Like mom's like, you need a griddle? Well, Dad and I are going to Boomtown this weekend. Like seriously. And but then they had like, we would stay in Boomtown, and then like we would go to the El Dorado for breakfast because it had the best breakfast brunch buffet. And then same thing like with the seafood, like the crab legs and stuff. We would go to different like buffets, and like I remember my dad like only would go to the Margaritaville buffet if he had a free coupon, like free voucher, because he was like, I'm not paying that for that buffet.
Yeah. Well,
When
now
I
they
can go over
have,
here and get it for free.
well, I mean, the last time I was there, they had where you could buy a buffet package
Mm-hmm.
and it gave you a list of buffets that you could choose from. And it was unlimited for like 24 hours or whatever. But I mean, it was pricey, but that's their new thing that they were doing the last time I was there was you buy this package for $100 and it gives you a list of which buffets you can use it in. And it was for 24 hours.
Well, that's pretty cool.
So,
It's
I mean, it is what it is. Their prices have gone up, right? So
right.
it
Well,
depends, I
crab
guess,
legs,
how much you're going to eat. Are you going to go to the buffet that many times? Well, if it's crab legs, I'll be sitting in the buffet for 5 hours.
right? My sweet time.
But the weird part is, and I don't know about Vegas because I haven't been in a few years, but here in Florida, you can't even find a lot of places that have all you can eat crab legs anymore. They used
No,
to have them
same here.
all over the place. And now you hardly, and then when you do see them, it's like 65, $70.
Yeah. So you're spending $75 for sure.
It's crazy. Hey, Will G, welcome in. Thanks for coming in. Controversial's making fun of us back in my day.
It's true. Reached that point in my life. I mean,
Uh,
Sherry, I like turned on like the classic hit. I mean, it was like the radio and it was like classic hits, and it was like, I don't know, like the song I was,
sorry, I'm muting you for a
you're
second.
good. It was like, one I would listen to like in my senior year of high school, and I was like, classic hits. What do you mean? Flow Rider is on.
Sorry, a dog's walking by and my
You're
dog is
good.
going nuts.
It happens. I
But
think
no,
Sparkers are
I'm
the
the
dog
same
yesterday.
way. I'll put in, so back in my day, it was 90s. So I listen to 80s and 90s for my classic hits. That's what I listen to in the car. So I'm with you. Um,
I'm telling you, like
in my day, mermaids had $2 corn
they did.
dogs. Sound so good
Yeah.
right now.
They had like fried
Mm,
Oreos for like 99 cents and stuff. I mean, it was
you're
good if
making
you were
me
getting like a
hungry.
good buzz, like not drunk, but like a good buzz. You get those, yeah, yeah. Those were the
Y'all
days.
are making me hungry. My daughter is 26 and 20.
Good ages.
Yeah, I love my 20.
I do too.
1424 for 3,000 watch hours to go.
Okay. So everybody check out Nancy Be the Scratcher, and if you have a chance, run some playlists and.
Yep, she says she's got a playlist, so everybody make sure you check her out and drop your channel link. Have you been to the top of the world to eat at the Strat? I think it's on floor 108.
I don't know that if we've eaten up there. I've been to, I think there was like a comedy impersonator show that they had there. It was a really good one. And then I know that my brother and I rode the roller coaster that goes around, and then Justin did the other one. I was like, nope. But
I didn't eat there either. I did go to the top though.
That was
saw that thing
a long time ago.
But I didn't do it.
Andrew rode the roller coaster at New York. And
I did too.
And he was like, my back hurts. It's not the same.
Well, I had to, the last time we were there, they made it VR. The VR where you're going around with that mask thing.
Oh, the simulator, yeah.
The minute they put that thing on me, I freaked out and told them to take it off. I wouldn't do it. I was too claustrophobic with that thing. But no, I did the roller coaster. I thought the roller coaster was fine. He didn't like it?
It hurt his back.
Aw. I didn't feel like it was that rocky, but I don't know. Maybe this was like years ago. Scratch and Pete, hit that thumbs up, everyone. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you. Pete, you're the best.
Yes, nice for the price. What's she referring to?
Like Four Queens, I'm sure, because I said it was nice for the price. Like, I mean, if you're looking for your like top of the line marble, maybe look at Bellagio, the Wynn, Venetian. But if you're looking for just a nice, I want to go to Vegas cheaply and have a good night and be safe-ish, Four Queens.
Now y'all are making me want to go to Vegas. I need to win that Powerball tonight, you guys. Hey, Drunken Chef Barbecue. Welcome in.
Oh, I like his profile picture. Look at that. It looks good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm over here, look at the barbecue. Like, what you got going on over here?
Y'all are going to make me hungry. Y'all make me want to go to Vegas. My brother was a teacher in Vegas. So I started going there in 1978 in my day.
That's before, that's when they had the cool neons, like the cool, they didn't do like all the like TV screen type. They had the cool neons and the.
Yeah, you probably have some good pictures, Scrow's Nest, from the real Vegas.
I bet you he can come on here and tell us some good Vegas stories of like.
Mm-hmm.
Not
that I'm calling you older or anything. I just feel like the pictures would be amazing from the real Vegas, what it used to be.
I'm telling you, the newer Vegas, like, it's not, to me, it's like,
it's commercialized.
Yeah. And it's like, I don't know, it just doesn't make sense to me. You walk out of Treasure Island and then there's like the country bar, which, I mean, like, I'm like, okay.
And then there's a mall.
There's a mall. And then you've got like Senor Frogs over here. And it's like, and then you've got something else over here. And it's like, what is going on here? Like, that's what happens. Yeah. They used to be like strictly themed.
I will say Caesar's Palace. They've kind of left that alone.
For now.
I don't think that's changed in forever, but I see them changing it eventually.
Well, in the open areas they have, like was it in front of the Flamingo and stuff and all that? Like now they've built these like all these shops and stuff, and like we walked through all of them to go to like Wahlburgers, and it was just, it's just, if there's an inch, they're building something there.
Even the In-N-Out burger, that's kind of pricey. It's good, don't get me wrong, but it's kind of commercialized pricey.
It's not bad.
I mean, it ain't no McDonald's prices. But then again,
But
McDonald's has
especially when
gotten
you get your new deal on McDonald's app every 15 minutes, like buy one get one free this and
free fries Friday.
free fries Friday and
I'm in
I need to
8th.
save that money for gambling and for tips, for my servers. So, I'm not trying to eat the most expensive food in Vegas. I'm trying to.
They did put a White Castle in on the strip. I
Yes,
have
they
eaten
did.
there.
Andrew found it. And it's kind of like next to this like hole in the wall casino.
Uh-huh.
And Andrew's mom won like $1,200 in that casino, and then she wanted to hang out there the whole trip. Like that was like her favorite place to be, and we were kind of like, okay, well, we want to go over here. But yeah, Andrew found the White Castle. It wasn't the cleanest lookingest. It was a little rough looking.
But it
was
did
like afterthought. Let's throw a White Castle here.
I was like, can we carry these on the plane?
Oh God. Andrew loves White Castle.
Me too. So we don't have White Castle in Florida, but we have Crystal, and it doesn't even compare.
I don't even think we have Crystals here. Like, I mean, maybe like in different parts of Texas, but like in Corpus area, like we don't even have the good restaurants. Like they're here for like a year, and they're like, okay, we're closing down.
Well, don't get me wrong. They don't have Crystal on every corner here, like McDonald's, Burger King, Chick-fil-A, and all that. You probably have one in every couple towns. It's not like a... I mean, they used to have them all over, but they closed all of them.
So. Andrew and I are just hoping for Dunkin' Donuts. It's like not 40 minutes away.
Oh, Dunkin'
Bring
Donuts.
one on this side of the bridge, please.
Yeah, we have Dunkin' Donuts all over the place here.
Oh, yeah.
Dunkin' Donuts and Starbucks, like on every corner.
We were like, I don't think we were quite into Boston yet. I think we're north of Boston, and we stopped. And there was like a Dunkin' Donuts, and then across the street, a Dunkin' Donuts, and then like literally like 3 blocks away, another Dunkin' Donuts. I was like, what is going on here? Like, do y'all have that many? Like, Amy was like, yeah, it's just convenience up here on this side, because of traffic and stuff. And I was just, my mind was kind of blown. Like, we can't even get one within 40 minutes of us, and y'all have 3 within like a 2-mile radius.
I have 2 within like 5 minutes of each other, and then a Starbucks like within 3 minutes of each other. It's crazy. And then we have a Krispy Kreme.
We finally got a Starbucks over here. Like, that was... I mean, I like the local coffee shops too. I still go to my local, like sometimes we've got one that's called The Addiction. It's like a local mom and pop. And sometimes I'm just like, yeah, Starbucks isn't, I won't like it, but if I'm
really have any local mom and pop. I mean, I guess we have a few, but.
Yeah, we have, they still do like some cool, like old express, like it's not as commercialized as Starbucks is. And so, sometimes I go get that, but sometimes for convenience, and I have my app and I got like so many stars, I go to Starbucks. It's just kind of fast.
Speaking of Dunkin' Donuts, what's with this signature pumpkin latte? They gave it to me without the whipped cream and the sauce on the top. Is that, you have to order that extra or what? The picture has it.
I've never had to.
We
don't go to Dunkin' very often, but I did see where that drink is like equal to 18 donuts, which kind of hurt my feelings.
Oh, really? Then I'm glad they left the whipped cream off.
I was like, feelings hurt.
I didn't know that. I'm glad they left all that off then.
Yeah, it was like 18 donuts stacked up, and it was like the amount of sugar and calories in this equals like this one pumpkin latte from Dunkin' Donuts. And I was kind of like, well, that kind of hurts. I kind of wish I didn't see that this morning. I guess I'll go get my salad.
I rode the coaster at NYNY.
New York.
So let me tell you what happened to me in New York. We were in New York, and I got up from the machine. I don't know what happened, but somehow my ticket did not come out, and I started to complain. And the guy, they had to have security come over, and turns to find out I had bet the wrong amount of money and didn't realize that I bet dollars instead of whatever, so I ate all my money. I was like complaining. I was playing like a 2 cent, and I thought I was playing a penny.
Oh,
it was this whole ordeal.
I haven't done it to where it took, I've done it on accident, and I was like, "Ooh, let's slow that down." Like, didn't mean to hit high bet there.
At the Rio. Oh, go on, Jennifer.
I was gonna say, luckily, it was like when I've made that mistake, it hasn't been an expensive machine.
They had security come over. They were pulling the camera footage to see what machine I came from because the money didn't add up. It was this big ordeal. At the Rio, I rode the two-person, two-zip line crossing the Vegas Strip, across the Vegas Strip.
Cool.
Oh, I wouldn't do that. Mm-mm. Hey, Vay's Place. Haven't seen you in a while. How you doing? How are you? Let's go to Vegas. Group trip. I'll be in. I want to go to Vegas.
Remember we were talking about a meetup in Vegas. Maybe we're at
next year.
2024 is looking kind of full, but maybe like a weekend in the summer or something.
They have a neon museum where you can see a lot of the old neon Vegas signs.
Yes. Oh. And they still light up, I think, too. Right, Stress Nest?
I don't know. We went to they have a Marvel museum there. We went to that the last time. That's in the
Treasure Island. Yes.
Yeah.
It was cool.
It was pretty cool.
The room with all of the Iron Man, like all the different costumes through that was Andrew and I got a really cool picture of Andrew and Chloe doing like the hand thing. And yeah, that was a cool, that's worth the 20
we liked it. Yeah, at first we were kind of questioning like, is it worth it? But yeah, we really liked it.
We did too.
Sad it's over. I know. I wish it was still the weekend.
Me too.
We don't have those here in North Carolina. Okay, she's talking about the White Castle. Yeah, I think it's a Midwest thing.
I think it's more of like West Coast, yeah.
Yeah, long weekend too, but this weekend is just around the corner. Yep. Hey, Cruising Scene, welcome in. Welcome in. Everybody saying hi. Sherry, though you can't take a cruise ship to Quail Con, it was a blast. Oh, that's where you've been. I forgot that was coming up. Oh, I can't wait to see. Did you start posting videos yet? I'll have to check it out. I don't know where. I think they're in North Carolina. June and Brady, right? Aren't they?
They don't see them in the chat. They're in my chat and Embarkation Nation's chat.
Ah, okay.
Because we're co-streaming together, so they're in my chat.
What is the most you've ever won in a casino game? I think I've won like $700 on a slot machine before.
Are we talking about one win?
I think so.
Or like taking out of the machine total. If we're talking about taking out of the machine total, I want to say it's close to 2,000. But I know for one single win, I've only hit 1,000. I've hit all kinds of high numbers below 1,000, but I've never gone over 1,000 in one win. I've never had a write up. Which my mom tells me I'm lucky because like that's when you start having to pay taxes. But
and it also depends what state.
Right. I'm still like, I just want to do it once. Just one write up, say I did it. Those are my gambling.
My friend got a write up the other night when she won her $1,300 at the casino here.
That's cool.
I come in when you're talking about casinos. I know, and I got to get off of here in a minute. So Jennifer, real quick before we get off of here, what's your live schedule for the rest of the week?
I'm working with Scott from Controversial Cruising for our trivia tomorrow. I probably need to text him back, honestly. We're with NFL starting and stuff. We didn't want to kind of interfere with that, and there's some good lives also on Thursday night, so we're kind of re-looking at that. Friday, I know you and I are looking at a show on Friday evening. Saturday morning, I'll more than likely join you for Disney. I don't think I have anything going on Saturday morning. And then Saturday evening at 9 p.m. Central, I have we're going to have a show with the Traveling Czech, and we're going to just kind of talk about those journey cruises, like the transatlantic, transpacific. So we're going to kind of, I said Pacific. So, just kind of those topics are some of the things we're working on this week. I'm still trying to edit our video from Peaks Island. This week's in kind of just crazy with life and work. So I'm a little slow at the editing too. So I'm sorry, guys. I'm self-taught.
Hey, Scott McNeil, welcome in. So we're gonna do. I don't know if I'm doing any pop-up lives. You never know, but I'm definitely gonna be live Saturday and Friday night. It sounds like we are doing a live as well. It sounds like it's probably gonna be at 6 p.m. It's the meet and greet of the new channels. Anyone under 1,000 hours to come in and talk about their channels. So that will probably be going on Friday night at 6, and then Saturday morning at 9:30 will be our normal live Disney talk, and then we'll be back here next Tuesday night.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go on and get off of here because I need to get back to work. Jennifer, are you gonna do another live? Or are you?
No, I'm. I clocked out early for lunch. I could spend it with you. So I'm gonna grab a quick something to eat and log back in. Yeah.
Hey, Grammy's Journal, but we're just about to get off of here. But you guys can go watch us on the replay. It was a lot of Vegas talk. If you want to talk about Vegas, it was a lot of Vegas talk.
You know, you and I could almost have our own gambling channel. I mean, the way we both love it.
That could be a good topic on Tuesday nights too. Vegas versus the casino on a cruise ship.
Ooh, that is a good. Ooh, sign me up.
Yeah, maybe we could talk about that. Maybe that'll be a topic. All right, you guys. Well, I got to hop off of here. So everybody have a great rest of the day, and make sure tomorrow night. You said tomorrow you guys are live with trivia, right? Is it tomorrow?
Yes, and that's to be determined. So make sure you're subscribed with the bell notification on, so that way to me and Controversial Cruising. So that way we're just trying to work it out with the NFL and everything too. We don't want to, you know,
they don't want to play trivia in the middle of an NFL game.
Yeah, you know, like let's do some cruise trivia while you're cheering on.
Cruising Queen, so she'll join us in the gambling channel. Maybe we could have a gambling talk.
Maybe. Yeah, Cruising Scene. Maybe I have your email. Maybe you can come on the panel and talk about. That'd be you. I know you're a good expert on it too.
Yeah, maybe we'll have you on and we'll talk about cruise ship casinos versus the
like WinStar.
Yeah. That might be a good live.
Yeah.
All right, you guys, gotta go. Thanks for joining us. Everyone have a wonderful rest of the day. Bye-bye.
Thanks, everybody. Bye.